Assalamualaikum and greeting. My name is Noria binti Muhammad Noor. My number matric is H20A1401. My idea to do a business model canvas is about a souvenir outlets. Firstly, I want to talk about the key partner. The first point is about the manufacturers who provide the souvenir, delivery and the design. That all the supplier will have a good relationship with the company during to send a stock, because we must have a good relationship between each other. Okay, for the second point is about the raw material that we must get from the supplier at adoration. It is because the raw material that we use at adoration is the best quality for our product. The last point is about the bank who give a loan to make an own shop of the souvenir outlets, a new branch. It can make the newbie to have a big company is with a little help from the bank. Secondly is about the key activities. That the first point is about to providing a beautiful of souvenir like a kitchen, t-shirt and the unique thing that was created by handmade. It is because we must to serve the perfectly product that have a good quality at the customer as a memories. For the other point is to providing a new friend in other country or will be the information center to the tourists that can make we have a communication with the other tourists that have a different country with us. For the key propositions, the first point is about the handmade souvenir for the tourists to buy. It is to make them to memorize the place that they was go during to holiday. For the second is about the souvenir outlet is the business that was produce a handmade souvenir like a kitchen and t-shirt. We also can find the design that didn't have at our place. Or the last is the customer can buy the product as souvenir that they have going holiday to this place, memorize that the place is very interesting for people to come again at our place for to buy the souvenir for the for memorize the place they was go. The customer relationship is the promo member buy 3 souvenir get free 1 souvenir. It is to promote the product to the tourists that can attract the tourists to buy the product from our shop. In addition, they also have a 50% discount during a school holiday. That also can make the people who have a children that have school that can go shopping with their family in a happy mood during the school holiday. For the last is about the manage the shop image with having a good relationship with customer that can make the communication with the each other tourists to become a good friends. That's all for the customer relationship. Okay, for the customer segment, it has 3 points about the customer segment. Firstly, the retail customer is a man and woman whose average age at 20 or 16 years old. It is because many of the tourists is almost in this age is mostly always going travel at many places. For the second point is about the customer like the creativity souvenir. It is because it can attract the tourists to buy the beautiful and unique souvenirs that was have a different design from each other shop. For the example is like a kitchen, the design of t-shirt, and the design of the bag that have a unique from our shop. For the lastly is about the strategic place that have many tourists will come such as at the beach. It is because this place have their own attraction for the tourists to come at this place. For the key resources, this is not about that. Whether the outlet will need their own shop, have a database about the customer, and have an expert sell. For the information, we must have the database about the customer, that we can give them some achievement that this will can attract the other customer to come our shop. For the other point is about the store location that was strategic at the tourist attraction place that can make the tourists to come our place. For the lastly is the skill to make a handmade souvenir. It must have a skill that can make the tourist to be amazing with our capabilities to doing the craft. For the channel, it is have 3 points that we can know, such as the communicated in a social media like Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, that we use it as our advertising to promote our shop to the other country. Secondly is to have an own shop that we can make the bigger shop at the future to become a successful businesswoman. For the lastly, we also use the application like a Food Panda and GrabFood. It is because our shop is not only sold a souvenir, but also sold a various of food that can make the place to become a famous. Why we use a Food Panda and GrabFood? It is because can make easy for our shop to make a delivery for our customer in on time. The second last is about the cost structure. For the first point is about the employee salaries that we always give at the end month. For the second point is about the rent of the shop. For the third point about the other expenses to buy the raw material for handmade souvenir, is also have many money to use for the pay at the supplier. And the last is the marketing is also need a cost. It is because we need to create an advertising that can attract the people to come to our shop to buy the souvenir outlet. The last is about the revenue stream that have 3 points to elaborate. The first is about the main income is a souvenir that was made by handmade. That was our profit to have a good profit that can increase the money. For the secondly is about the in the future, our business is to make another branch at other place that can make the other people to let them know our shop can be more successful. For the last point is about an additional income is from selling a snack and a traditional food at the shop, that we know that our shops not only sold a souvenir but also sold the various food of traditional. That's all from me. Thank you.